course, the members of the TTPost team, Mr. George. We have also with him Mr. James and Mr. David, together with my sister Farah and the rest of the team from TTPost. Also, in a short bit, we'll have the Honourable Wilfred Morris here to give remarks also. With him, we will have the councillor, Nariva, who is on. And of course, we want to welcome everybody from the Guayaguayare district, members of the various village councils within the Guayaguayare district. Alright, so we are here this afternoon basically with TTPost together with the MPs and the MP's office, right, and the councillor to really distribute and look at the postal get information from the TTPost team, how the postal address and the postal cards function. Right? In 2023, we would have had a minor issue, and since then we have been working with Farah and team, and I want to thank Farah, right? Because Farah would have worked with us, and I want to give a round of applause to Farah in the back. Indeed, she is a sister and a friend, right? So she would have worked with us through the entire process. We would have had some back and forth, but nevertheless, we are here today and the process is completed. They have worked with postal cards from Stonebright to Rossville. So the completion of the process, once we are here, we'll be able to collect the postal cards. And they would guide us on the other options that we may have for members of the household who may actually want postal card for themselves. They would also be able to apply, right, and receive the postal cards every time.
More than pleased to be working with the community of Guayaguayare to formalize the distribution of the address cards for the Postal Address Improvement Project, which is a global project. It's not just in Trinidad and Tobago. The Mayaro Regional Corporation would have completed that project sometime in February 2020. Yes, so the project was actually completed in terms of our surveys and assessment of addresses and assigning of addresses. So we are now ready to provide the cards with the Guayaguayare addresses, and we have the cards here to distribute. One of the things a lot of people don't realize with this project, TTPost would have been one of the first countries, Trinidad and Tobago rather, would have been one of the first countries to start implementation of the address improvement project. It took us several years because we did this project manually, physically visiting every house, every business, every address, every empty lot to catalog, record, and geotag and assign addresses. And the addresses that you are receiving, as Farah will get to if there are any questions later on, the addresses you will be receiving on the card is a postal address. It has nothing to do with your property or your deed or your title or anything like that. Worldwide, what has happened now, because of Trinidad being part of the international community, these addresses which are established for worldwide communications, we have now reached a point where other countries will not accept mail from Trinidad and Tobago if the addresses that are distributed are not being used. So it is really for postal communication, e-commerce, and business development for persons to use a properly structured address. The addresses are basically built around a sequence of numbers, left side, right side, odd, even, and that sort of thing. So Farah will get into that later with the question and answer session. But what I want to say to all of you is I encourage you to start using the addresses where you have correspondence or communication with your banks, your credit unions, your utilities. It's a matter of updating the addresses with those entities so that they can. And TNTech, for example, licensing office, they've already started working with TTPost to utilize the proper postal address. The address is structured in such a way that it not only benefits meal delivery. If you think about an ambulance having to find your house, or social services have to deliver medicines to your location, it's very easy using the way the addresses are formatted for anyone to find your location. You don't even need to have service delivery, not just for post, but for all of government and even private sector across Trinidad and Tobago. So again, I don't want to go into too much of the technical details of the project and what it's meant to do, but again, it is a worldwide project, and Trinidad is one of the first countries to complete it. What the international postal regulations now require is that for mail and packages to move between countries, these are the only addresses that would be accepted. So you would notice when you go to some of the TTPost shops now, when you want to do a transaction, if you're sending something abroad, you will not be able to send it unless you have a proper formatted address so that other countries will now accept your packages, your mail, your correspondence, etc. So again, let me just wind up. It's very good to be here and to work with this community so that we can assist and facilitate the needs of post, e-commerce, and also social services from a perspective of delivery of services. So I want to thank you all again, and God bless.
Observed. On behalf of TTPost, it is a genuine honor to be here today in the community of Guayaguayare. Today we are delivering something special and has been a long time coming. Your S42 card represents TTPost's commitment to ensuring that every community across Trinidad and Tobago, regardless of size, has a standardized, internationally recognized postal address, and Guayaguayare is no exception. The S42 is more than just a card. It's your official address, marked by the UPUs, the Universal Postal Union, aligned with the same international standard used by all other postal services worldwide. It replaces the lamppost numbers and informal descriptions that so many of rural communities have had to rely on. It means better meal delivery, easy access to banking and government services, and faster responses from emergency services when it matters most. So I want to say we appreciate your patience, and we want you to know that TTPost remains committed to serving your community, and we're dedicated to extending these services to not just you, but the entire nation. Thank you so much for having us, and we hope that the Address 42 card meets your life and the life of our community much more improved. Thank you.
So is the number from the card that we gave you 3 years ago? Where did the card? So yes, so more than likely, it depends on what number you have right now, but
So let me interrupt to introduce or to welcome Mr. Morris, Nicholas Morris. Thank you for being here.
Very much. I want to congratulate Councillor Delwood from our group. We have the acting chairman of the corporation, Mr. Shafiq Mohammed, Mr. Posey, also our vice chairman, and again, I want to thank you so much for that love and support. Many of your message, I get them. I want to thank the presidents of the village councils. These are the people who did the handbook, and as MP, it is my job to make sure that they are always recognized. So it is good that the council will have this. So thank you very much.